Somebody left me a comment on my last video suggesting I did a Luna Ultra macro photography video, and I thought that was a great suggestion. So I spent some time with the camera trying to shoot using both of the lenses, getting as close to my subjects as possible. Now, before we get into the difference between macro photography and close-up photography, I want to show you some of the images I was able to capture. Everything you're about to see are the raw files edited in Lightroom Classic, so check out these photos. So the images you've just seen aren't actually macro photographs. This looks like it could be a macro photograph, but it's actually a crop of the original. It was shot using the 60mm telephoto lens at its minimum focusing distance of 15 centimeters. Now, with a true macro lens on a camera with a sensor this size, a £1 coin would almost fill the frame. The Luna Ultra can't do that, but that doesn't mean it can't produce some nice close-up shots. Now let's switch to the 20mm wide lens. Unlike the telephoto, this lens can focus even closer at just 9 centimeters. But even though you're closer to the subject, it's a much wider lens, so the coin still only fills a small part of the frame. Now compare that to the 60mm telephoto. Although it can only focus as close as 15 centimeters, its narrower field of view means the coin fills much more of the frame. So while the 20mm lets you get physically closer, the 60mm gives you a much stronger close-up composition. Now, I thought I'd end up using the 60mm lens most of the time because it gives you that more macro style look, and I was really impressed with it when it came to product photography. I took a picture of one of my son's Hot Wheel cars, and I couldn't believe how much I could crop into the actual logo. There was so much detail there. The 20mm lens though was really good for environmental close-ups. So when I was taking pictures of insects outside, I tended to use that lens because it gave me more of a story, because I could see other things within the frame. And I really liked that. I was also really impressed by the amount of background blur I was able to achieve with the 20mm lens. I felt that there was a really good balance between the subject being in focus and how much background blur there was. It also gave me the ability to concentrate on ensuring that the insects were in focus, and then I could think about the composition afterwards. Taking pictures of static subjects was generally straightforward. But with moving subjects, it was a lot more difficult to ensure that they were in focus, and it didn't help when there was the shutter lag to contend with, because to be honest with you, it ended up meaning that I ended up missing a lot of shots. One thing I found really useful was actually using the Insta360 app as a much bigger viewfinder. So I was able to check focus a lot better with the bigger viewfinder rather than relying on the Luna Ultra screen. So there are 4 features that the Luna Ultra has that when combined makes this such a good tool for close-up photography. Firstly, you've got the dual summicron lens system. Now, when you combine that with the minimum focusing distances for both lenses, raw capture and ultra photo that gives you 37 megapixel raw files, it's an amazing combination. And I was so impressed by how much I could crop into those photos and post and still have plenty of detail in the pictures. Now, my main problem with the camera is still the shutter lag. It's something that Insta360 really needs to address. And if they can sort that out, this is such an amazing photography tool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you've got any comments, please pop them below, and a special thank you to the person that made the suggestion which inspired this video. Thanks so much for watching.